Hi guys, we're back with another video. The best Man City 11 with one nationality in each position. It's really tough to put this one together, to be fair, as City have had some really awful players down the years, and with only real quality players coming in recently. I just couldn't find a way to use my England slot on goal machine David James up front, and for that I'm very sorry. Claudio Bravo, Chile. Bravo joined City regarded as one of Pep's essential signings for playing out from the back. Things started disastrously for the Chilean. Some media reports claim that the Chilean was a false number one for his lack of shot-stopping ability. Despite some setbacks, Bravo's been important in the cup competitions, and his experience surely is a benefit to Ederson, who's still only 26. When you do a combined nationality 11, and you get a half-decent goalie from Chile, and you don't need to use your England or your Brazil picks till later, I'm rolling with it. JIHAI, China. City have been blessed with some quality fullbacks in recent seasons, but only some will remember the early 2000s, the first Asian player to play for the club and the first Chinese player to score in the Premier League, JIHAI. An incredibly reliable player on his day, JIHAI was a fan favourite and won Player of the Year in 2002 when City got promoted from the First Division. He's an ambassador for the club in China and remains a force in the development of Chinese football. A solid unit. Vincent Kompany, Belgium. Vincent Kompany joined City before the takeover in 2008 from Hamburg, renowned for his abilities defensively, his leadership, and that massive dome of a head. Kompany quickly became a fan favourite and eventually, of course, a City legend. The goal against Leicester in the 2018-19 season and Man United in the 2011-12 season essentially secured the Premier League trophy for City on both occasions. Big goals, big personality, big head. Maybe the best centre-back in Premier League history, certainly in City history. He takes the Belgium spot over Kevin De Bruyne, which shows you how good he was. Richard Dunne, Republic of Ireland. Richard Dunne was the leader of Man City in the same sort of way Vincent Kompany was, just way earlier on. Richard Dunne was a fantastic, no-nonsense defender. He played nearly 300 times for City, and he might have played more if it wasn't for his image as an old-school, orthodox defender. Gary Kirk, chief exec of City at the time, explained in 2009 that Richard Dunne doesn't quite roll off the tongue in Beijing when describing City's aspiration to be a global brand in football. With the most own goals in Premier League history, we can see why Gary had reservations. However, on his day, he was a top defender. Alexander Kolarov, Serbia. This guy could hit a ball very hard. Kolarov joined City under Roberto Mancini, winning every trophy domestically. He was renowned for his set-piece deliveries and his no-nonsense attitude. City often rotated him with Gael Clichy at left-back. However, on his day, he was a leader in his own right and saved City at vital times, including a last-minute equaliser in that Aguero season against Sunderland. If you saw Alexander Kolarov walking down the same street as you, you'd definitely cross over to the other side of the street. He was that kind of guy. Fernandinho, Brazil. There was a time when Man City had Fernandinho and Fernando at the same time at the club, and the pair looked like long-lost twins. However, on the pitch, one was a classy, ball-winning, deep-lying playmaker with an eye for goal, and the other was just Fernando. Fernandinho is arguably the best Brazilian import in Premier League history, and for Man City. Not saying much. He's even been shipped into centre-back by Pep Guardiola, showing you how versatile the guy is. Fernandinho is still dominating teams and winning trophies, even into his mid-30s. Yaya Toure, Ivory Coast. This guy loves a birthday cake, and even a goal. Yaya Toure in his prime could do everything at a world-class level, score goals, pass teams to death, and defend. He won a Champions League playing at centre-back, obviously not at City. His best season included scoring 24 goals in nearly 50 games from midfield. Just insane. City fans will remember him for the chants, the long-range runs and free kicks. His agent, on the other hand, will just try and remember his birthday. Raheem Sterling, England. There have been a lot of world-class English players to play for Man City. Joey Barton, Danny Mills, David James, even Jack Rodwell. Wow, what happened to that guy? Anyway, Raheem Sterling can be considered a generational talent for England, who scored bags of goals and contributed to the first Centurion team in Premier League history. If you're basically the first player that Pep picks week in, week out for such a successful team, you know you're at least half as good as Danny Mills. David Silva, Spain. Often considered City's best ever player, Man City legend Colin Bell said David Silva is the perfect player. And since David Silva hit the most amount of Premier League appearances than any other player for Man City, many are saying his time at City has been perfect. The weight of pass, his runs off the ball, and even the occasional world-class goal, whether with long hair or short, or even none at all, David has it all. Sergio Aguero, Argentina. The highest scorer in Man City history, infamous for that moment and that hair, Aguero has got it all, an unbelievable force of striker, scoring 170 goals in just under 250 appearances. That's frightening. There have been some incredible Argentine players to play for City down the years. Carlos Tevez, Zabaleta, this guy, happy times all round. As a true icon of the Premier League and maybe the best striker Man City will ever have. Edin Dzeko, Bosnia. Edin Dzeko is infamous for being a goal poacher and pulling down opposition players' shorts. In his time at City, he had a goal ratio of 1-2 and he scored big goals. The header against QPR, great. The goals at White Hart Lane, yeah. The 6th at Man United at Old Trafford, hell yeah. There haven't been that many players from Bosnia to play in the Premier League, let alone Man City. And I doubt there will be too many Bosnians who look as lazy, are as lanky, yet as classy on the field as Edin Dzeko. His country's highest scorer, Edin Dzeko, is still firing them in for Roma, a truly class act. That makes up my Man City best ever 11 from different countries, including the likes of Bosnia, Chile, Belgium and Brazil. We try to be as international as possible on this channel. Have I missed anyone out? Should we make a worse Man City 11 from each country? Let me know. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.